The Sugar Ray Leonard legend grew during the late 70s, but in August 1980, a new welterweight force emerged when Thomas Hearns challenged Pipino Cuevas for the WBA title.
Cuevas could fight in the way he beat him, the way he dominated, but like I said, when that sledgehammer right hand came down from 6 foot too high, it hit you on the chin and it really hurt him. And a lot of fighters, they just couldn't cope with it with Tommy Hearns' power. But again, Tommy Hearns will always be remembered as one of the greats because he had his rivalries.
Cuevas trying to find a way to fend off this murderous punching challenger. Two dynamite rights and Cuevas crumbles to the canvas. Referee Christopher immediately picks up the count. The referee signals for the fight to continue, but the champion's cornermen have entered the ring. Tommy Hearns becomes the new WBA welterweight champion.
Leonard had lost and regained his WBC championship in two famous clashes with Roberto Duran. After a war of words, the bitter rivals Leonard and Hearns met in September 1981 in a dream fight to unify the WBC and WBA titles.
Tommy sticks out his tongue, and Leonard keeps pouring it on. Now both men stand toe-to-toe. Murderous shots by Leonard, and Hearns comes right back. Hearns is slightly ahead of the scoring here in round 13. Leonard jolts him with a straight right. Hearns is in trouble. And Hearns goes through the ropes. Referee Davey Pearl calls it a slip and wipes Tommy's gloves. Hearns looks to be tiring. Here in round 14, it's all Ray Leonard.
The fight is stopped, and Leonard prevails in the first truly great fight of the 80s. But how would he and Hearns and other great welterweights of the past have fared against the champions of today?
You think back and you think, could they have beat some of those guys from yesteryear? There aren't too many that I think that could from today, but I mean, I think Costa Zoo would have been competitive with anybody. I think Roy Jones could have beaten anybody in any era. Holyfield as a light heavyweight, I think he could have done the same. But there are others that won titles today, and I won't mention names, but I think they would have lived in the old days. And one guy who actually's got more money than anybody that ever fought and gets more credit than anybody, and that's Oscar De La Hoya.
I can see someone like Oscar De La Hoya doing well against Sugar Ray Leonard. Shane Mosley is too quick for Oscar De La Hoya. He's got the style that throws Oscar De La Hoya off his game plan, and Oscar's tentative to throw punches against Shane Mosley because he knows he's going to get nailed with quicker counter punches. Well, Sugar Ray Leonard is a quicker fighter again than Shane Mosley and a better all-round technician, and I think Sugar Ray Leonard would defeat Oscar De La Hoya. I'm not saying it would be an easy fight because De La Hoya is a good puncher and a skilled ring technician in his own right, but I think Sugar Ray Leonard would have Oscar De La Hoya's measure.
For most of the 20th century, boxing was a smaller man's passport out of poverty. They fought often, and they fought with finesse and ferocity.
These guys had to fight every week or every second week against good quality opponents just to make a crust. And it bred an intensity and a determination amongst them that really made them put on a show every time they got in the ring. And for fight fans, every time the old-time fighters got in the ring, they knew that they were going to see a real slam-bang action fight.
work a lot harder. All those fights before finally getting the chance. I mean, these guys are hungry. They don't want to kid you to have that opportunity, And today it happens quick, and not just does it happen quick, but they get paid a lot of money. And I honestly believe that that's the critical factor in why we don't have champions for a long time today.
These guys would fight to the death. They were very hungry fighters in the true sense of the word, and that's why they gave it their all and virtually fought to the death.
They were determined, fearless, and sometimes desperate men. From flyweight to welterweight, they proved that great fighters in the lower divisions could draw huge crowds and capture the imagination. They were the embodiment of the fighting spirit. They brought special qualities to the ring: courage and passion, skill and stamina, speed